We're going to keep talking about some nutrition goals here and just check in with a celebrity nutritionist. Going to help with some of those weight loss goals. She's sharing her list of guilty pleasure swaps that will satisfy your cravings and help you lose those added holiday pounds. Let's bring in now New York Times bestselling author Dr. Kellyanne Petrucci. Dr. Kellyanne, it is good to have you here.
Hello.
Look, a lot of people made New Year's resolutions. This is a no-shame zone, but a lot of people have already maybe failed already in some of those resolutions. Where do you see we go wrong so often and fail in that resolution when it comes to a weight loss resolution?
Well, I love what Dr. Ashton says about a no-shame zone, and it should be that. But here's where we really go wrong. We want fast results. We want it like that. And the problem is that causes us to go into deprivation. It causes us to give up all the foods that we know, all the foods that we love. We go on the 24-hour, all day, every day salad diet, and that just doesn't work because your body doesn't like deprivation, and it's going to fight back. And what's going to happen is you're going to crave everything in sight. You're going to end up, head first into a big bowl of ice cream, and you're going to get on that hamster wheel of frustration, feeling like you can't do it right. And that's not where you want to be. That's not the energy where you want to be. Where you want to be is in a powerful position of knowing that, hey, there are foods out there that I can eat that are slimming, that taste good, and keep me full for a long period of time. That's the strategy we want.
And we're talking about swaps here. So give us a couple of real world actual examples here. A guilty pleasure swap, I think is what you call it.
Guilty pleasure for sure. So we all want to start our day with some rocket fuel. I love lattes. A lot of people do. Here's what I say. Swap out all of the sugars and the sugary creamers.
And instead, use something like grass-fed butter. Stay with me a minute. Or lactose-free ghee. Because what these have in them, and by the way, they taste delicious, really creamy, really good. They have something in them called CLAs. This is an essential fatty acid that is one of nature's most powerful fat burners, these conjugated linoleic acids. So this is a great way to start your day. It's really satisfying. It keeps you full for a long period of time. You're not going to feel like you're missing anything. You're really going to love the taste.
Look, we're in the middle of a pretty big cold weather front right now. It's freezing in many parts of the country, but when it gets this cold, and it's only going to hit, I think, 20 degrees here in New York today, you want some of those heavy, hearty foods, right? And a lot of those heavy, hearty foods seem to be heavy on calories. Do you have a swap for this?
I absolutely do. I love soups. I love broths. They're great this time of year. One of my favorite, it's so decadent. I love French onion soup. But here's how you make it super slimming. First thing is, get rid of just the boring broth. What you want is really healthy, nutrifying bone broth. Swap out the actual broth for bone broth. I love this. Here's why. Because bone broth has something in it called glycine. This is a powerful amino acid. And why this is an aha moment for amino acids is because not only does it help you lose weight, but it helps you, and here's the big thing, TJ, it helps you hold on to that lean muscle tissue. Helps you hold on to that. So you end up getting that slender, slim look, and not that stringy look. That's the look that we don't want. That's not the healthy look. Also, it's got something in there called gelatin. That's that jiggly stuff. And that jiggly stuff is a powerful ancestral food because what it does is it heals and seals your gut. And we're learning more and more all the time about the power of weight loss and healing the gut. And all the onions, that's a prebiotic food. So what does that mean? If you want a healthy gut, you have to nourish those gut bugs, those gut microbes, which we want. It fertilizes this, thereby making your gut even healthier. Now, here's the real big zinger at the end. Swap out a lot of the cow's milk, a lot of the cow's milk cheeses that we have. Instead, swap it out for something like Manchego cheese, because Manchego cheese is made from sheep's milk. And this is easier for people to digest. So all of these factors, they all help in slimming.
Manchego, I had no idea. I just learned something today. Manchego cheese. And you know what? This is why we love you. You speak in a language we can understand. You said, hey, just that jiggly stuff. That makes sense to all of us, and we can consume the information you're giving us. Dr. Kellyann, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
My pleasure.
And a special treat for our viewers. I want you to know we are posting a healthy poke bowl recipe from Dr. Kellyann's book, Dr. Kellyan's Bone Broth Diet. It is on our Facebook page, so be sure to check that out.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.